Hello, everyone. I hope you are having a beautiful morning. Today, I'm starting something new. It's called a live listen, and basically, it is my live stream just accessible to audio. So you guys can just go about your day and give a listen whenever it best fits you. So today, I want to talk about 2020 sight. And before we came into this 2020 year, the first thing you think of when you hear 2020 is having that clarity of sight. And that is what this year is all about, developing a clear vision for what it is exactly that you want for your life. Hi, MD Morstead, Nathaniel, I'm glad you're here. Sabrina, I'm glad you're here. Sending you all a wave this morning. So I'm looking out at my pond, and I'm very close to the river that I'm about to take a walk to in a second. We're developing some new habits and new strategies and just recreating our calendar and our system with our big 6-month travel and kind of recreating a new normal and a new look for our day-to-day life and going about that in a very clear and certain type of way, because when you break up and give step-by-step process to exactly what it is that you want, you are going to create it. You are going to bring it into your reality. So get into your journaling, get into your quiet time, and really appreciate yourself and your time enough to plan it out and to kind of set out a map for exactly what it is that you want for this year. That 2020 vision for this year of 2020 is so important. Chad, I am glad you're here as well, sending you guys all a wave. And so really think about that. When the clearer your vision is, the more certain you know exactly what you want to have in this year, it becomes much more clear that you are going to create it for yourself. And as I look upon this pond this morning, I'm just feeling super in a meditative state, and I'm just chill and letting myself talk freely this morning. But I really want that for you guys. I want you guys to be able to take some time. What I did for myself is I set out a timeline on a month-to-month basis for the year, and I wrote out exactly what I want for my business, exactly what I want for my health goals, my relationship goals, and that is so important because you value it enough to put it down onto paper. You value it enough to break it down into bite-sized pieces. So many people put these big goals in front of themselves, and they seem so far away from where you are in this current moment. That's why you have to break it up into the bite-sized pieces. Otherwise, it will not happen. It doesn't feel realistic. It doesn't feel close enough. You don't feel like you're on the edge of your seat. You have to keep up that consistent feeling of excitement and happiness toward your goals. And the way that you go about doing that is breaking it up into small pieces that don't feel overwhelming, that don't feel impossible and not easily attainable. So when you go about wanting to lose 30 pounds, give yourself the focus of just eating healthier that day, of just going on a long walk that day. Have your big balloon goal mindset, but break it down so it feels possible and so you don't feel defeated in each moment to come. Hi, Ange, I'm glad you're here. Osama, I'm glad you're here. Sigafredo, I'm glad you're here. Cadet, I'm glad you're here. Thank you all for the love and the likes. So really, what does your 2020 vision look like? What clarity and certainty do you have for the year? What do you absolutely know that you want? Because your first priority and your first focus is what is going to come to fruition. That is what the universe is working to bring to you, what is most important to you in your life. And when you give that umbrella and that clear focus to your life, you can begin to insert all the different aspects of your life into that one focus. So, for example, my basically entire adulthood was focused on traveling with my family and homeschooling my family and just being with them all together. That was my main focus for the last decade, for the most part. But this year and this theme, I really focused on growing my business and growing myself as a person, and life coaching and motivational speaking, and my book, Surrender One Marriage Testimony, has become a much bigger focal point for this year. And I can find myself easily inserting all the things that are important to me into my life. So I literally go about my day planning and designing my business and taking steps and creating toward it with my family, with my children as I travel. So I'm not limiting myself at all, but having that priority and that focal point and having everything falling under suit is so important. Having that main focus so you can truly develop what it is important to you. Dwayne, I'm glad you're here. Wyo, I'm glad you're here. Magdi, I'm glad you're here. So I really want you guys to give yourselves the clarity and the value that 2020 truly deserves. It's all about that clear vision. What is it that you want? What is it that you're willing to put other things aside and really create an important focal point in your life? What is most important to you this year? I love you guys so much. Really take the time to write it down on a timeline. Break it up into small bite-sized pieces. Don't be afraid to step into the unknown. Don't be afraid to do what is uncomfortable for you, because that is basically a map to where you are supposed to go. Our weaknesses, our faults are basically highlighting exactly where we are supposed to go in our lifetime. Follow it. Follow the discomfort. Follow the unknown. Go into places you never thought that you would. It is exactly where you are supposed to be headed. You are going in the right direction, and I am encouraging you every single step of the way. I wish you an amazing day today, and I will talk to you guys all again very, very soon. Mwah! Bye.